particles of light. Welcome back to my channel. Are you guys ready to get into the next story? You wondering what it's going to be? Will it be the Greys, Pleiades, the Reptilians? Alright, let me get into the story. Not waste any time here. This one is called Shania. There's a little picture. What do you guys think of my face tattoos today? I put this one on a little bit crooked, but that's okay. They're still really cool, aren't they? My people are called the Anunnaki. We are very slender and we range in height anywhere from 13 feet to 30 feet. Our eyes are dark brown to black and we have no hair. Our skin is off-white in color and our heads are round but elongated in the back, represented by the Egyptian goddess Nefertiti. Our enlarged brains support the brain power we require to fire up the 24 strands of our DNA, and also opens many abilities to us, similar to those Christ has. Some of us have 2 fingers, while others have 3. We have ears, a nose, and a mouth, all similar to a human, but very small compared to our heads. Our people, the Anunnaki, are a genetic mix of human and dog, lion and or cat beings. For example, the Egyptian god To is a dog-human hybrid, and the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet is a lion-human hybrid. There are other species that are considered Anunnaki as well. My star mother looks more like the original Anunnaki species, similar to Nefertiti. Although I do not fully recall my mother, I know she is of royal blood. My people have yet to reveal to me my Anunnaki name. I am aware that there were safeguards put into place while I am here on Earth. Not revealing certain information to me is one way my people keep me safe and under wraps. I know I will receive the information when it becomes appropriate. At this time, they are allowing me to have more understanding of my mission, and I am focusing on that. I lead spiritual groups and UFO groups as part of this mission. When I started awakening to this information about who I am and all of these memories I was recalling, I actually questioned myself, wondering if somehow I was making it all up. I have assured myself over the years that all of this knowledge is true and very real, for it comes from the superconsciousness. I incarnated by way of birth canal and had an earth mother and father. They are no longer on this planet, so I have my ET mother that communicates with me often. I am not a hybrid, but I am from an ET species, and I remember coming to Earth on my own free will. I am part of the royal family from the Sirius star system, and also from the planet ship called Nibiru. Each exists in the sixth dimensional reality. However, they are multidimensional up to 10D. Sirius A is where the dog beings live, and Sirius B is where the lion and cat beings live. Each species has males and females of its own kind. The old saying, "fight like cats and dogs," originated from the Sirius star system. My father, Anu, is half lion and half human. Anu has the ability to shapeshift his form, and this is why he looks and appears differently to many people. For me, Anu is approximately 22 feet tall, has a huge golden mane, lion paws, a tail, and walks bipedal. He is always loving, always helpful, always comforting, and never negative. Both species of dog and lion beings eventually migrated onto Sirius C, which is a very small planet. I was brought to Nibiru with my entire family after only a couple of incarnations on Sirius. Nibiru is a planetary ship created and controlled by my people, the Anunnaki. There are over 200 to 300 different intelligent species that live inside Nibiru along with us. When we travel to Nibiru, we enter through a portal that exists on the inside of the planet where we live. Within Nibiru is a binary sun system, so it is never dark. Nibiru is still in orbit around Earth's sun and is coming around again and is getting close. When I first landed on Nibiru, I landed in the desert area. It is 3 times the size of Earth and has every type of climate tundra you can imagine. I saw 3 types of animals that look similar to a camel. I began to shave his muzzle, and I asked the 3 ambassadors who were standing there why I was doing this. They told me because I took care of all the animals on the planet. I also genetically engineered animals on Nibiru. In my current life, I had been a dog groomer for 34 years. I have an affinity for dogs and cats. My job was genetic engineering and my father taught me this science. My other job was taking care of animals on Nibiru. So I understand the animals here on Earth as well. These ambassadors and I got on the camels and walked to the city. Our cities are all crystal cities. That is the architecture of the entire planet. There are thousands upon thousands of see-through crystals. There is also much marble. I have been to the crystal cities under the ocean as well as inside Mother Earth. We have a language that is called the Anunnaki language. I sometimes wake up speaking my language, although I do not know what I am saying. I speak this language with a friend of mine who understands what we are saying. It is a universal language, and at a future time, we will all begin to speak this language. We travel by way of portals, which are also referred to as stargates. We know how to create these portals, and they can even be created in your home. Clothing and uniforms vary greatly with our people. My mother wears a tight-fitting uniform, and my father is just a big cat and prefers not to wear any clothing. Love is our religion. Unconditional love towards all races is what we live by. That's awesome. We have alliances with the Pleiades, Orion, Arcturus, Andromedans, and many others. On Nibiru alone, we have made alliances with the hundreds of different species living there. There are as many names for each alliance as there are alliances themselves, to include the Nibirian Council, the Council of Nine, and many, many others. The weather on Nibiru is controlled by the Anunnaki. Although it varies, Nibiru does not have the extreme cold nor hot temperatures. Our skies are usually blue and purple hues, and one cannot see the stars from living inside Nibiru. Our technology amongst the species varies as well. We are very technologically advanced. No battery. Okay. However, when we need something, we simply visualize it and it materializes. Anything from housing, food, and clothing, we have mastered physical manifestation. My brothers Enki and Enlil are the sons of God Anu. Anu sent both his sons to earth to inhabit and take control over the Milky Way galaxy. This was Anu's gift to his two sons. We came to Earth by using a portal on Lemuria and Sumer. At the time, both Enki and Enlil began genetically creating a worker race of beings on Earth. This is the reason humans were created. Anu sent me to Earth with my two brothers, and it was my job to mix the blood and DNA to create a working class humanoid. I brought what people call the Bengal and Siberian tigers with me from Nibiru. We used to ride on the backs of the Bengal tigers. I have a Bengal tiger spirit animal who is always beside me. Her name is Sheena. Sheena is my close friend, and she exists on the etheric level. Sometimes when I am sleeping, I can hear her purring. My father Anu and my mother stayed behind on Nibiru. They visit back and forth as they please. In the late 80s, I was having communication with the ascended masters, such as Melchizedek, Yogananda, Sananda, Maitreya, Maka, Saint Germain, and others. The being known as Christ is from the Pleiades, and while on earth, he was under the order of Melchizedek. Many ascended masters incarnated on earth, but many did not. Maka is actually an ET. After reading the book, We Are Nibirians in 1996, it really struck a note with me, and I began to experience ET contact. The first contact I had was with the Zeta Reticuli beings, and I welcomed their contact. These Zeta beings came to take and use my DNA. I gave them 2 hybrid children for their cause. I had given permission for them to do this from the beginning. The hybrid babies were incubated in my body for 3 months. Then the Zeta beings took them out of me. After those 2, I told the Zetas no more DNA from me, and they complied. I have not seen my hybrid children, nor the Zeta beings since then. I didn't ask to see my children because I knew they did this just to have my DNA. I also don't feel a need to see them, since I am being visited by so many types of ET beings. These Zeta beings were kinder, with more feeling than the other similar ones. The Zeta were small, with big buggy eyes, and they were even playful with me. I would catch them peeking around the corner at me, and I would tell them to come on out. I was not afraid of them. They seemed to have more emotion than the other colder ones. Sometimes, as I would wake up, I could see the Zeta beings leaving. This happened during my sleep time, and I don't remember a lot of it. Sometimes I would wake up and notice 2 or 3 needle marks on my stomach near my belly button. I knew then that I had been visited by the Zeta beings. I had a friend take a blacklight to my hands, and I could tell that my hands had been worked on. Using this blacklight, we found spots on my neck and arms that were more of a blue color than the rest of my body. My mission when I first arrived on Earth was to monitor the two boys, Inki and Enlil, from fighting. However, that was something I never accomplished. They both have an aspect of their souls on Earth today, and I am still trying to get them together. My mission now is to gather and bring together starseeds. I wasn't aware that I was doing this before, but now I am fully aware of this gift of mine. This ability and my mission are paramount right now. I organize a big group that meets in the major city I live in, and it is a lot of responsibility. I seem to call starseeds right to me. My stomach is always doing something. Don't mind it. I seem to call starseeds right to me, and I seem to bump into them. I do recognize my star family immediately, and I bring them into the fold. Beyond my ability to unite our star family, I also lead them. I have been a leader for a very long time. I call them up and say, we have to meet at a certain place and time. And they all come. I give many workshops, including multi-dimensional travel. Manifestation is another ability that I plan to teach people. There are other Anunnaki here on Earth, and we have already united, although there are still some coming. The family itself is not huge, but the children of the Anunnaki are very many. Our family has not united like this for 15,000 years. There is something coming up, and soon. We will be called into action to serve. We have the Anunnaki family, the Arcturian family, the Pleiadian family, the Andromedan family, and the Orion family. They are all coming back together again in a big group. These families have not been together for 15,000 years. Once we unite, nothing will stop us. Together, we are stronger and more able. Earth has everything. She is a paradise, and not many planets like Earth exist in our universe. Once we get her cleaned up, she will be a paradise again. That is also why I am here, uniting us starseeds so we can do this all together. I have to remind myself often that it is not just me. I have my part to do, and all I need to do is my part. I don't need to take on the entire world. Regarding 2012, I see that our abilities will have returned to us, and we will be getting things turned around here on Earth. It may not happen exactly in 2012. It may happen after or before. Now would be a good time, right? I don't think that I will be going home during or after the shift. I believe I will be going on board the ship for maybe a week or two. Then I will be put back down on Earth to finish what we started here a long time ago. We have to clean up this planet. I would love to run away and be off this planet, but I have taken on the responsibility of our mission and to finish what we started. Spiritually, I believe in loving everything, the good and the bad. To be unconditionally loving is the concept I am promoting in all parts of my life. I very much believe in reincarnation because I have all my memories of who I am. This helps me learn and to teach others not to make judgments about good or bad people, because we all have played the perpetrator and the victim. We are not perfect yet, but we are working on perfection. And soon, in the fifth world, we will have what we want: our freedom. And I forgot to tell you guys, they have recommended books and the contact information of the person who actually shared this story. So I think that's pretty cool. That is the end of the story for today, you guys. That was a really interesting story, right? Okay. Alright, so I do hope you enjoyed today's story. Chat with me down below. Let me know what you thought of the story. And I'm thinking this is part 3. I'm thinking I may do one more part of reading the ET books because a lot of the other ones are pretty long. So I'm just gonna see. And if you want me to read more than that, then comment that down below as well. If you'd like to hear more, let me know what other types of ASMR videos you'd like to see from me. I'm considering starting maybe a separate ASMR channel, so let me know if you guys think that would be a good idea to do. Also, let me know what type of other books you'd like me to read for you. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything I upload. I will start building my Instagram. I'll let you guys know when I'll start posting more on that. And yeah, stay meditated, and I will see you soon. Bye. See you in the next one.